The Truth, episode 89. Did the Eagles make the right decision? You know what I say? It doesn't matter if they made the right decision or not. The Birds are about to go back to back. Let's listen to WIP talk about it.
I would not be surprised if the Eagles win the Super Bowl again. Now, it's going to be a difficult path to get there, and they're going to have to win a lot of tight games. I don't anticipate blowouts like we got last year, but I would not be surprised. Championship teams that go back-to-back, that regular season the next year is typically not as good. It is not as smooth. I think there's something to a little bit of a hangover, a little bit of this is kind of boring. It's the regular season. Look, the Chiefs won back-to-back Super Bowls recently, right? That second year, the 2023 Chiefs were not great during the season. In fact, that Chiefs team, very similar to this Eagles team, in that their defense led the way, mediocre offense. They got in as a 3 seed. And away they went. I saw it with the Chiefs. I saw it with the Florida Panthers. I saw it with the Yankees back in the day. Lakers, Warriors, Heat. And we can go on and on. Teams that win, Dodgers this past year. Teams that win back-to-back championships. Typically it goes, wow, this is all-time great that first year. And that second year, it's like, I don't see it. And then they just turn it on. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. The NFC, it's the Seahawks and the Bears.
What's going on, everybody, man? And welcome to the very first episode of The Truth, where not all Eagle fans agree on everything. And this is definitely the spot where this shit about to go down.
Gotta stay locked in, dogging. Gotta ball out like Robin. Straight to the top, I'm all in. Ordinary's like a toxin. I don't wanna be like Robin. I just wanna lead, no watching. Fuck caution, I ain't gonna be common. I got the confidence, I got mine and shit like I'm the baddest bitch in the club. I'm here for dominance, I'm being honest, that's what I want. I'll never give up, I want the whole place sold out. My name in every mouth. You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. Say my. You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. Say my. You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name.
Driven by fire, driven by fear, never get tired, no I'm still here. Fell to the cracks, now I'm shifting gears. 10 years in, are my moments here. Waiting my turn, now I'm hot in demand. Slept on a kid, but I had bigger plans. Stayed low key, but I still hit drive. Give me one shot and I'm coming alive. Names on the last second, taste it. Gunning for the top, no limitations. From the basement, no hesitation. Flipping on my L's with straight motivation. Ain't no quitter, I'm built for the grind. Pressure makes it.
It is wild card weekend. The Birds are back for the 5th straight time as my quarterback, Jalen Hurts, as quarterback of this football team. We are in the playoffs. We are in the dance. He don't know anything but playoffs because all he does is win, my guy. What up, JC? How you doing today, my guy?
So, man, hey, look, a new season. You know, hey, we're back in the postseason for the 5th straight season, and I'm excited. I was listening to that opening clip that you played. I kind of agree, but don't agree. But it is what it is. I mean, we still got Kevin Patullo as an offensive coordinator. These other teams, I don't know what the issue was, but you know, hey, we'll see how it goes, man. But definitely defense. I'm flying high, man. This is a championship caliber defense, but offense, as long as we could be top 2 in offense, we'll get to the championship.
All they got to do is be at least average. Like you said, we got a championship defense.
We got to be more than average on offense, though.
The offense just can't lose games. That's for us. That's how I feel about it. They can't lose a game for being shitty. You know, they got to go out there and play some good football, too. They ain't got to be like, you know, last year where Saquon's running for 200 yards a game or Jalen's throwing for 300 yards a game. But they just got to make sure they're consistent. You know, they're controlling that rock and, you know, they're taking care of the time management without the turnovers. So that's how I feel about that one, man. I know we ain't going to talk too much about the past game, but, hey, everybody.
Yeah, but do you realize, though, even the last year's playoffs, the Philadelphia Eagles did not come out smoking. They beat the Packers, right? I mean, we added that last touchdown late, but I mean that game was close the whole time. And then versus the Rams, right? The same exact thing was back and forth, very low scoring, really, right? It wasn't in no 30s, right? And then we took off in the NFC Championship and in the Super Bowl. So as long as we could outlast these teams that the 49ers, and if we move on, then hopefully the Rams, because I'm banking on the Packers, it being the Bears, but it is what it is. But look, we just got to outlast these teams. But our defense, I feel like our defense right now, over the past 8 games, they've been the best defense in the NFL. You know what I mean? Allowing a measly 15 points a game. So, I mean, you could win a lot of ball games like that. So,
all right. So we're not going to really discuss last game because everybody know Commanders beat our backups. Okay, everybody's seen that. Everybody know about that. The biggest question is, was it the right decision? How do you feel about that being a decision? They let Smitty play to get his 44 yards to become a 1,000-yard receiver again, third time. That he was a 1,000-yard receiver, him and AJ third time together, the two double 1,000-yard receivers on the Philadelphia Eagles. But they didn't do it for Saquon last year. I know he needed 100 yards. But they didn't do it for him last year. Nick did do it for, Devontae this year. How do you feel about that? And how do you feel about the overall grand scheme of things, knowing that the Bears did lose to the Lions, which I think everybody kind of seen coming? How do you really feel about that? Do you care too much? Second, third seed? We could have played, the Green Bay Packers, but now we got the San Francisco 49ers. How did that feel with you?
Okay, so let me go backwards, reverse order, because we remember – who did I told you that I want us to play the first round? Who? If you remember from last week's show, what team I told you I wanted the first round because I didn't believe them?
Did you say Niners?
The 49ers. The 49ers was my team that I want them to come to the link because I don't believe that defense is so banged up. Like that defense is banged up from the defensive line, from the linebacker position. We could exploit that team. And we know how we play against bad defense. Man, we show up and show out, right? And plus, Brock Purdy, to me, right, he's a little smaller, on a smaller size, height-wise. And you could get to him. And you could beat him up physically and mentally. Like you could get to him, sack him, like abuse his ass, right? So that's the matchup I wanted because I really think that the Packers and the Rams, yes, we own them, right? We own the Packers and the Rams, even in regular season and I'm in the playoff. But I think that those teams, at least for one game, could have gave the Eagles our better matchup because their defense are better than the 49ers. People are not looking at the 49ers defense. The 49ers defense is one of the worst defense in the NFL that's left. They're probably one of the worst defense that's in the playoffs right now because it's not their fault. They're just banged up. So
maybe got more banged up. They lost another linebacker.
Yeah, they lost another linebacker, and they went out and got our sloppy seconds and third with Kaiser White. It is what it is, So all right, so that's the answer to that. That was a matchup that I wanted anyway. So, but our backups could have beat the Washington Commanders with a little bit smart play calling, the 3rd and 1, the 4th and 1, and you throw it both times. McKee even admit, hey, I saw the coverage, but I figured I could squeeze it in there. So he saw that turnover was on him. So with all said and done, we still could have beat the Commanders with our backups, But the Lions, Bears. I mean, I thought the whole game. It was a tight, a 16-16 game at one point. So you never know what might happen, man. And then you taking the risk. How many Eagle players got injured that game?
3.
3 Eagles players got injured that game. So imagine if we did try to play our starters, right? And then these guys getting hurt. Nick Sirianni was going to lose either way. Why he played the last game? Why didn't he sit the guys knowing this team is older team and blah, blah, blah? He was going to lose either way. So
I don't know, with that theory that people be talking about, the whole 3 people hurt. You got to realize these are 3 people that ain't played real football games for 17 weeks. Okay, and they're in there in a full action football game that they ain't played in 17 weeks. It's different when you're going out there. You ain't played nothing but some scout team, offense and defense for 17 weeks. You're trying to go play in full steam hit against starting caliber players or your backup. Of course, I think that's more likely if you get hurt than the starters that's been playing all week and going out there and getting hurt or not. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot more mistakes. There's a lot more, miscues. There's a lot more, not understanding how you're being blocked, how you're getting hit, things like that to really, clarify that. I don't really feel that, those players got hurt because, it's weeks 18 versus the Commanders and anybody would have got hurt in that situation. I just feel like, those are inexperienced players out there.
So let me answer your first question, the last, point. So Saquon Barkley, yes, we did not go for the record. You know why? Because we would have had to start our whole offensive line. We would have to start our whole offensive line to block for Saquon, and who knows, right? First quarter, second quarter, and beyond to get that 100 yards. Especially you playing a divisional rival, the last game of the season. They don't want him to break the record on him. So anything could have happened, but you have to start more people besides Smitty. Right, you hike the ball, you throw to Smitty. You don't got to start your whole offensive line. You just need enough time for the blocking to get there and for the ball to go out to Smitty. So that's the biggest difference, right? Between just starting your whole offensive line where Lane Johnson, he hurts almost every freaking game, but he just got, I'll try to gut it out. Dickerson been hurt all season. Kim Jurgens been hurt all season. So to me, those make sense to sit these guys down. Just give them a whole full week off, maybe 2, 3, Elaine Johnson case. So absolutely the right decision. And I hate the fact that the same people that was the Eagles went on the road. Their biggest wins are against who on the road?
This year,
Bills, the Chiefs, the
Packers.
Look at the Rams was at home. The Lions was at home. Oh, yeah. So, what I mean? So those are
5-3 against teams or something like that on the road.
We went to the Vikings, you know what I mean? But but we still went on the road and beat these good quarterbacks at their house. As a matter of fact, hard places to play, by the way. Arrowhead, nobody wins at Arrowhead. You know what I mean? Lambeau Field, nobody wins at especially on a Monday night, I think it was. Nobody wins in Lambeau Field, you know what I mean? And then we went to Tampa Bay. We beat Tampa Bay at that stadium during the heat. So we went on the road and beat better teams and better quarterbacks than trying to go on the road and possibly beat, everybody is banking on the Bears winning. Oh, Nick Sirianni is so dumb.
I kind of figured that they were going to lose, considering the way that the Lions.
No. This playoffs. The only reason why, the only way we don't have back-to-back home playoff games is if the Bears win. Yeah. The Packers should have beat the Bears both times in the regular season. Remember that.
I do feel like that.
Forgetting that.
We're gonna get to that part, but I do feel like what you're saying right there is true. I'm just talking about for the Detroit game. I feel like the way Detroit lost the week before, that they were going to go in there, and I think the way the Bears played, that they were going to go in there and beat the Bears for sure. So it shouldn't have been one of those things where it's like, do you want the number 2 seed? Do you not?
Yeah, but the
way it's setting up right now, though, it really don't matter. And I like how the players feel about it. You know what I'm saying? They're all sitting there very confident and high. It's like, it doesn't matter home or away. We got 4 games, okay? And we got to win these 4 games because that's our goal, period, is basically what they're saying. And they all appreciate the fact that they all got healthy, and it's not the first time we used the last week of the season for a bye, We
use it every year.
We've done it every year, yeah. So it's not like it's something new to people. People should kind of get used to it. And it is better to have your guys fully healthy. Like you said, even if all the starters played this game, think of the starters that still wouldn't have played this game. Lane Johnson wouldn't have played this game. N'Kobe Dean wouldn't have played this game. There would still be starters that are very impact players that wouldn't have played this game. So you're not even playing at full strength for a meaningless game against the Commanders. Like you said, our backup should have won that game. You know what I'm saying? We could have won that game.
The
We
score
were
was the
winning
exact
that
same thing.
game. I thought we won the game to the point where I think in the third I got to sleep for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, cool, whatever. The backup to plan, Commander suck. You know what? It is what it is. And then I was like, what the hell just happened when I, popped back up a little bit? And I'm like, what the hell? But it is what it is, man. Like I feel like our coach got the players back, and as long as our coach and our players are happy about it, I'm happy about it. And like I loved how Nick wasn't even like phased by the question. Do you regret it? Why? No. He goes, the only thing knew for sure is the only thing that was guaranteed was rest for my players. To get rest for my players, to get them back healthy, and so they can be ready to go in the playoffs. People don't realize Jalen Hurts, this is gonna be the first playoff in a while. He's going into the playoffs healthy. Even last year when we won the Super Bowl, he didn't go into the playoffs fully healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that he's fully healthy going into the playoffs, that's a big plus. AJ, remember AJ was down that one playoffs because we did play in the last week of the season. He did get hurt going to Tampa Bay, and and you see what happened when we went there. So the fact that all of our players are going to be healthy going into this playoffs is nothing but a plus. And I'm happy that he did it, man. I know Eagles fan will go crazy, but like people don't realize we are undefeated. I mean, we went back to back. We're the only team out of all these playoff teams that are back to back champions, division champions. You know what I'm saying? We're the reigning Super Bowl champions. And I'm not scared of nobody in these playoffs. We don't go down my playoff bracket in a while, but I'm not scared of none of them, man. Like we can beat all of them, we can lose to all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that simple. And at first I did want the Packers because the Packers are beat up, but then I realized the Niners. When I watched that Niners Seahawks game, the Niners gave their all in that game. They maxed out in that game to try to win that game to become the number one seed, and they end up hurting like a couple players and still losing. So when you look at that,
and a good defense, like I told you last week, a good defense will beat a good offense any given day. Any given day. So, and the Eagles are better on the road this season than they are at home. The Eagles won 6 games on the road and 5 games at home. Like, I mean, those are facts, right? You can't debunk facts, right? We beat the Chiefs at the Chiefs. We beat the Bucks at the Bucks. Yeah. We beat the Vikings at the Vikings. We beat the Packers at the Packers, and we're
the only team
at the Commanders. We beat the Bills at the Bills, right? So yes, it doesn't really matter. It's not like we're 0-6 on the road. No, we're 6 wins on the road and 5 wins at home.
And the fact that we had, we beat a lot of playoff teams, and we're the only team to ever win the Super Bowl to come back the next year and not have no back-to-back home games at all the whole season. Like
the schedule was a little hard. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, nobody is gonna say that the schedule wasn't hard. I just think, once again, I keep repeating this every time. I just think that the teams that we should have beat and the teams that we were up on, like the 21-0 Dallas, when we should have beat that one, right? The 18 points in the fourth quarter, we up on Denver by almost freaking 3 scores. We should have won that one. So those are the type of losses people's like, damn. So the schedule really is really irrelevant when it comes to you watching the season and say, damn, we could have had 2 more wins because we were up 3 scores on these teams that they came back and we lost against, which is very, very uncharacteristic of the Philadelphia Eagles losing when you're up by like double digits like that, especially in the fourth quarter to Denver. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy to me. But those 2 games right there, and that's what people are more disappointed by. Not the strength of the schedule, is the type of losses, how we lost them.
So were you at all a little concerned about still KP's play calling? Because you see Tank Disby was out there bowling, and then he stopped getting the ball.
That play calling, that was the one.
Saquon starts out hot, and he stopped giving Saquon the ball. And do you think does that concern you at all going into this game that KP still hasn't got it right?
I think because the playoff is won. All right, so, okay. This past game to me was a preseason game, and you saw how KP called the game. It was 1-man route, 2-man. I'm like, oh, okay, well, this ain't gonna be it, right? So I feel like because this is a one and done, right? If you lose, you go home. If you lose, hey, this is it. You're looking for the next job. Hey, off season begins. I feel like that just like Kellen Moore, a little bit like Kellen Moore last season, we saw in the playoffs where it was a little bit more wide open. The Dallas Goddard, that play that they've been using all season long, that started in the playoffs last year, right? The bootleg to Dallas Goddard and using him, that started in the playoffs last year. It wasn't there throughout the regular season. In the playoffs, that's when Dallas Goddard, he started going. So I really feel like because this is a one and done scenario, that Kevin Patullo and Nick Sirianni be like, hey, this is working. Keep doing it until they prove to stop it. I don't think we're gonna see some one man routes. I don't think we're gonna see that one man route shit no more. I just think that this is gonna be a little tighter playbook. Let's pick our best 20, 30 plays that work throughout the season, and that's our playoff. That's our playoff playbook.
Yeah, I can see it too. Like people that are a little worried, like I kind of do because but like you said, like they kind of coached it preseason. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to the High State 808 from Hawaii. Salute to you, my guy. Thanks for supporting the channel.
He up late.
Yeah.
Or early.
I don't even know. But like you said, even Vic Fangio ran I think they said he ran a 4-3 defense or a different defense that he don't normally really run because there was 4 down linemen like every single down. And it wasn't like the normal Vic Fangio defense, and they still got pressure. They still did what they had to do. I think I liked seeing Jordan Davis playing. I liked seeing, you still have BG out there playing. And let's talk about our boy Jalen Hunt. Jalen Hunt is the first Eagle to lead the team at the end of the season in both sacks and interceptions. Come on, talk to me, JZ. Remember when we drafted Jalen Hunt? Half the Eagle Nation didn't know who the hell this guy was, and why the hell did we draft some kid from, what was it, Christian something, Michael, or whatever the hell he came from, and well, he even be a producer of this football team, and now he done led 2 years later lead the team in sacks and interceptions. He had a nice pick in front of Debo Samuels this last game, man. How do you feel about that? And get some love, Hunt.
I mean, look, he's a former safety, man. He's a former safety, so he knows. Hey, don't be fooled because he's 6'3", 200, and MC 6'3", 252, right? He's 6'2", 252. But just like we see some tight ends that used to be quarterbacks transition into the NFL, they could read the defense a lot better, right? Than some regular tight ends, But this dude was a safety, so I mean, his ball hawk skills, he's not a regular edge rusher. And we didn't draft him to be a regular edge rusher. And you can see how Vic Fangio is using him all over the place, right? To lead the team in interception and sacks for an edge rusher is unheard of. I've never seen that in the whole NFL. Whole NFL. Matter of fact, I think the year Hutchinson.
Why do they say just the Eagles? Is that that's not an NFL stat to lead your team in sacks and interceptions, period?
Well, because Hutchinson did it like his rookie year, he was definitely had 4 interceptions as an edge rusher. I mean, he was picking off the ball, right, as an edge rusher, right? So, this should have been an NFL record, whatever, but I don't really know. Nobody is really talking about it. But definitely, hey, this is a big thing for Vic Fangio because now you could literally put an extra defensive line on the field and possibly make Jalen Hurts one of those hybrid linebackers / cornerbacks.
I'm gonna give you one, D. I'm gonna give you a Hunt jersey for sure. The way he playing, he keep playing like this in the playoffs. And the thing is, he's gotten better every year he's played. Remember how that was?
This is second year. I mean, it's second year.
Sweat though. Remember how it was for Sweat every single year, and even him not being on our team.
Sweat wasn't like this though. Now Sweat wasn't like this. He was literally slow. He was really, really slow his first couple years, right?
Maybe bigger.
Huh?
Wasn't Sweat bigger?
I mean, possibly, but the problem is this: your Josh Sweat was just a straight edge rusher, right? Hey, Josh Sweat right now, he's what 6'5", 265 right now.
And still, what, one of the top 3 in sacks this year?
Who?
Sweaty.
I would say top 5 for sure, but not top
Cardinals.
3.
Like, he's still getting good, better and better. So it's like, I'm just saying, like,
this guy right here, he's
on the team. He went from barely getting any snaps his rookie year, getting a little bit more snaps last year, and now getting a little bit more snaps with actually producing with those snaps. He's actually leading the team in sacks, leading the team in interceptions.
Wait, this is Jellick's second year.
It's not third year.
It wasn't he a rookie last year?
Last year.
He was a rookie last year, wasn't he?
Was it? I thought it was the second year last year.
He's 24 years old. I could have sworn he. Am I mistaken here? Yeah, this is his second year.
He's not been 2 years.
Yeah. Last year he had 15 tackles, just 9 assists, 1.5 sacks, and then this year, you know what I mean, like 28 tackles, 6.5 sacks, and 3 interceptions.
Yeah. Huge jump.
What does that say for your defense, though, man? What do you? Okay, so 3 interceptions and you lead the team, or you tied with the team?
What does it say about Quinyon Mitchell's hands?
Well, Cooper DeJean. Hey, Cooper DeJean.
Because where's his back at? We went the whole season again without
him. Yeah.
Without
but that means that they're not getting thrown to a lot. And a couple of DeJean interceptions got called back because of penalties, holding penalty, because he could have had 3 interceptions. Like easy.
What, he got 2?
Who, DeJean?
Yeah, he should have like 3, 2 or 3. I guess if Hunt got 3, he's leading the team. Then either he's tied or he only got 2. But I feel like DeJean gets it when he needs to get it. I'm not really too worried about him. He know how to intercept the ball. I was talking about Q specifically on that because this.
So these are the people that have interceptions on the Eagles. Zach Bond got 2. DeJean got 2. Blankenship got 1. Jihad got 1. Adoree Jackson got 1. Jalen Hunt got 3. Andrew Makuba
2.
Got 2.
Yeah.
And that's it. Man, hey, we only got 12 interceptions.
That's horrible.
Huh? We got 12 interceptions. How many fumbles? Total fumbles, 11 forced fumbles, and 9 recovery. So, I mean, hey, we only got like 12, 9, 21 turnovers? Like, that's kind of bad.
That's not as good
for a team like that. Huh?
That's definitely not as good as we normally do.
Yeah, 21 turnovers, though. I mean, that's bad. Shoot, I think the Bears got 4 guys with 4+ interceptions. They got 21 interceptions by them damn selves.
Yeah. But this team is legit, dude. Like, and as much as I hate that he don't freaking got the interception, he's a shutdown corner because it's another season he go by without anybody scoring a touchdown on him throughout the season too. And that's huge praise. That's huge praise. Like, to be a cornerback shutdown, no 100-yard receivers, no touchdowns. That's what you want out of your number 1 cornerback, man, for sure.
Look, just like Lane Johnson, when people say, hey, Lane gonna give a sack in 10 years. I don't want to hear that. Dude, I watch the games and
okay, so like the game
for a touchdown. Wait, Creon Mitchell got beat for a touchdown, but then they call a pass interference.
I remember that.
Yeah. I was like, nah. There's a couple. I see Makuba, freaking Mitchell jersey chasing the guy, and he's in the end zone. So I don't know.
But you don't know. He could have been chasing from a different spot. Like, that wasn't his guy. He was just trying
that's pretty close to his spot.
You got the Lane Johnson effect.
Yeah. He got the Lane Johnson effect. Because I'm like, Huh? No touchdowns? You
Who is
sure?
that on then? Who you
Because
gonna
I
give that
watched
to?
all 17 games and I've seen a couple.
Who you gonna give that one to? I'm
But
pretty
it is what
positive
it is.
on that one, but like they say, it's about what they say, not what we see. It's about what they say, and they say that the man has not given up one touchdown all year, and not even a receiver over 50 yards. So
Bullshit.
I don't know what they don't.
Bullshit. Hey, yo, have you ever seen that little boy me like bullshit? Yo, that's yeah, I feel.
Excuse me.
It is some bullshit stats, man. Some bullshit stats. But it is what it is, man. I mean, hey, shout out to them, man. Hey, they getting the respect they deserve by the league, by the players. So it's all good, man. You know, hey, hopefully in the the postseason, hey, that's when Q and Cooper DeJean and Reed, them boys could be. We're gonna play teams that throws the ball, right? Yeah. I mean, if we're gonna play some quarterbacks, hey, matter of fact, just starting this weekend, freaking Brock Purdy will throw the ball. I mean, he'll give you opportunities. So, hey, we're gonna see.
What are our record right now with the San Francisco? We played them 3 times over the last 5 years?
Yeah, we played them in 2022 on the road to the Super Bowl. That's when we hurt Brock Purdy.
Okay.
Then the following year, when we had one of the worst defense in the NFL, they blew our backs out, and that's when we tanked. Right, that's when we started going down, and that's really it, man. We played them, and then Nick Sirianni rookie year. Nick Sirianni rookie year. So Jalen Hurts first year starting, we played the 49ers, at Philly, so we played the 49ers and we lost to them. But they had Debo, man. Like they had.
We beat them with Fulgham.
We beat them with. That was with Carson Wentz. That was the Carson Wentz. I think 2000. Was that Carson? No, that couldn't be Carson Wentz rookie year.
Carson went out 22 week, like 18 or 17 or something like that.
Huh?
Because that was the year Carson was going for the MVP, but he went out late in the season.
No, that wasn't it.
That wasn't a year.
Nah, that was our Super Bowl run. That was 2017. That was 2017. So I think we probably beat them with Carson Wentz, maybe 2019 or something. Yeah, 2019, where 2019, where no wide receivers was over 500 yards. Zach Ertz, we made it to the playoffs. We beat the Cowboys to win the division. Yeah, that was 2019. So you know what I mean. So, but yeah, we did beat them. And then we played them again, you know what I mean? Nick Sirianni, first year as a head coach in 2021. So but overall, man, look, I like this matchup. But if you got some more stuff we could talk about before we get to this game, feel free.
Yeah, we can talk about a couple more things. We can talk about, Harbaugh getting fired today. How big was that?
It's way overdue. Yo.
Really?
Okay, look. I'm sorry. Look, I'm in the minority with this. John Harbaugh was not a great coach to me. He was not a great coach.
What are you talking about?
He don't do shit. Wait. If fans are saying, what do Nick Sirianni do? What do John Harbaugh do? Because Nick Sirianni built cultures, right? Which is kind of like what John Harbaugh does, right? But Nick Sirianni has already been to more Super Bowls than John Harbaugh has. In 18 seasons, John Harbaugh only been to 1 Super Bowl.
Not 18 seasons.
18 seasons with the Ravens.
He's not been there that long.
What? No, he's been with the Ravens for 18 years.
I don't believe that.
Then Google it. It's free.
We need to Google that one. That needs to be
all right. So, but anyway, hey, go ahead and Google it. I'm going to, keep talking.
Yeah.
Look,
he's our coach for a lot of those winning seasons. He was our special teams coach.
No, 18 seasons. Yeah, we're in 2020.
How long Andy Reid been gone?
Shoot, Andy Reid been gone for at least 10 years from Philly. Like, he's been with the
That
Chiefs.
means it can't be more than 10 years because he was here with Andy Reid.
No, he was not.
He was our special teams coach. Yes,
Not with, bro. Are you smoking or what?
Let's see how
Stop.
many years.
Bro, he was not here when Andy Reid got fired, bro. Andy Reid was here for 14 years. Andy Reid was here for 14 years. So that, yo, I'm telling you. But anyway, he's been with the Ravens for 18 years, right? And he won one Super Bowl. When was the last Super Bowl he won? What Trent Difford? How long ago was that Trent Difford? With Ray Lewis and all them boys in 04? I think. Wait. In 2000. Wait, hold on. No,
Damn, it was 2008.
Yeah.
Damn.
So Joe Flacco. Hey, Joe Flacco, right? He won the Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. But yeah, he's been.
Jesus. It's been that many years with one team. That's a long freaking time.
He was the longest tenure head coach remaining. And for one Super Bowl, right? And then he got the most blown double-digit lead in the second half out of NFL history. Come on, so what does he really do now? Yes, he gets
his fault or is it Lamar Jackson's fault?
Wait, hold on. Hey, you asked me, like, so I can't. So he's a good coach, but what does he do? People is questioning Nick Sirianni and he's goofy, but he's been to more Super Bowls than John Harbaugh. He's been to 5 straight. His winning percentage is higher than John Harbaugh was his 5 years in the league. I mean, so if we're complaining about Nick Sirianni, then we should definitely have a conversation with John Harbaugh. Because John Harbaugh had the number 1 defense 2 years ago and then goes nowhere because the Chiefs took them out at home. We had the number 1 defense. We at home, we go to the Super Bowl. So, like, every time we have the number 1 seed, we end up in the Super Bowl. So, like, I don't get it, right? So, we looking at the Ravens, as a complete whole team.
But do you think he gets fired if the kicker don't miss that kick and they go to the playoffs? So even if they're one and done, do you think if they were one and done in the playoffs, the kicker doesn't make that kick, they make the playoffs? So say they would have played, who are they playing this week?
The Texans. The Texans.
Say they go in there, I think they would have won the Texans too.
The Texans would come to them.
But say they lost.
They're not beating the Texans. If the Texans beat them 42 to like nothing, like if early on in the season, they already played.
But that counts as another playoff season for your team, just from that one missed kick. So say you make that case, you got the right to play. I made the playoffs again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what is making the playoffs when you did for 18 years? You did for 18 years. Okay, congratulations. You made
how many times they went to the playoffs 18 years? I guess you're right, because it's kind of like Andy Reid taking the Eagles to the NFC Championship 5 years.
He took us to 5 NFC championships and 1 Super Bowl appearance. Yo, it gets stale after a while, right?
Yeah.
Yo, Mike Tomlin, if he doesn't win his first round playoffs, he's getting fired.
Whoa. You think so?
He's the second.
They can get rid of Big Cowher for a long ass time.
And he's been there. Oh, man, he got 1 Super Bowl again. No more appearances. So just like Harbaugh, Mike Tomlin got the same resume, right? Every year 500, they make it to the playoff. Never had a losing season, but you don't win. His last playoff win was over a decade ago. He haven't won a playoff game in 10 years.
Tomlin? Damn, you said 10 years?
He haven't won a playoff game like either close to 10 years or in 10 years. Like either the last in 2006 or 2008, but it's getting up there.
It's been all Chiefs, Bills.
But even the first round, though, the wild card round, right? He still can't win. So his last playoff win was a long ass time ago. Damn. So I'm telling you, so these coaches, the name, but what does Mike Tomlin do? What does he do?
He's a quarterback guru.
No. What does Mike Tomlin or Andy Reid?
Mike Tomlin.
I've never heard anybody.
He was out there with Bo Nix. He was out there with Milton. He was out there all the
Wait,
quarterbacks.
Bo Nix is not even. Huh? Wait, what are we talking about?
When I went to the Senior Bowl last year.
What quarterback guru is Mike Tomlin?
Mike Tomlin was out there with the quarterbacks.
Wait a minute. Wait. BG.
Aaron Rodgers wanted to go
I don't care what he does in the offseason. He's not. Nobody will ever say that Mike Tomlin is a quarterback guru. John Gruden, Sean Payton, Andy Reid, not Mike Tomlin. There's no way. There's no way.
Tomlin
beat the Texans in 23.
He won one and lost one. You're right.
Who?
He won one and lost.
Texans? Who beat the Texans in 23? The Steelers?
Yeah.
Nah, that's impossible. No way. There's no way.
What were the 2 years they went to the Super Bowl? There was one. When was the second year they went to Super Bowl when they didn't win it? He said the Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens. Yeah, and we're talking about the Steelers now. How Mike Tomlin having won.
He was just answering when you said that they would have lost to the Texans. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, they would have lost to the Texans because the Ravens early this season, man, they got their backs blown out. Man, the Texans beat the bricks out the Ravens. Wasn't even close. Like 42-17 or something like that. It was a bad ass one. Yeah, it was a bad one.
Yeah, that's weird. That's like another team that didn't seem like they were even doing that good this year that are in the playoffs.
The Texans?
Yeah. They had so many people hurt. Oh, he said, yeah, they did lose to Green Bay.
Who?
Lost to Green Bay in a Super Bowl. The Pittsburgh Steelers. So they've been in 2 Super Bowls.
They lost to Green Bay. But how long? Wait, wasn't that Aaron Rodgers' one win?
Yeah.
So once again, when was the last time the Steelers won a playoff game?
And now Aaron Rodgers is on the Steelers.
Let me see.
A-Rod's on the Steelers now. And that's another thing I think they're going to really push too. Like Aaron Rodgers, I think he's going to make it. I think it's either going to be, we're going to talk about it later, but I think it's going to be either the Steelers or the Patriots versus the Eagles in the Super Bowl. It's going to be nice. But we will get to that breakdown a little bit, but yeah. Tell me, out of all these
playoffs, so when was the last time the Steelers won a playoff game? The last time the Steelers won a playoff game was in 2017. My God. They beat the Chiefs 18-16. Huh?
That's when we won a Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, that's when we won. But hey, we're in 2026 right now. So this dude haven't won a playoff game in 8 years. Imagine that. You cannot be a head coach in Philly and not win a playoff game in 8 years and still be considered, oh my God, oh, how dare you fire Mike Tomlin? Hell no. If you don't win a playoff game this season, I promise you, he's fired. It's a conversation to be had. Let's put it that way. Especially when the Ravens job is open, imagine Tomlin coaching Lamar Jackson.
Oh, but that's because he's a quarterback guru, like I said.
No, because he liked Lamar playing style. Okay.
You know what it said that John Harbaugh
with Cordell Stewart with Cordell.
You know he already got an interview right now, John Harbaugh.
Huh?
Head coach. You know where he's got an interview to be a head coach at already?
No, where?
The New York Giants.
I mean, I'm not.
You want him to be in our division?
Listen, look. I don't care. I don't care. John Harbaugh don't do shit but motivate players, if that. And build cultures, right? What does Nick Sirianni do? He built cultures, right? This dude is setting records for wins as a head coach. But people is still questioning him. So why are we so scared of John Harbaugh that couldn't do nothing with the number one defense with Lamar Jackson the past 6 years? With the number one defense, a top 5 defense the past 5 years. He couldn't do shit with them. And then you want me to be scared of him going to the Giants with that type of caliber of team that he had with the Ravens?
I realize Giants were only this shitty this year because of the players being hurt. Think who they had hurt. They had Dart hurt most of the season. They had Scandrick, Scadaboo, whatever his name is, hurt season. They got the number one receiver, Neighbors hurt for the season. They had a couple guys on defense hurt for the season. So it's like they really were depleted as a team. You know what I'm saying? And they still were able to get some wins out of there. You know what I'm saying? So I think with a good coach, you might change up some things. You know, he said depends on how bad Rodgers does if they lose. If Rodgers does good, then what are you saying that Tomlin's a good quarterback coach?
I think the Giants would be more scarier with the Cliff Kingsbury because he is a head coach, but he also called plays. Even though you could kind of game plan for him, you know, the second half of the season, the second year of his tenure, but I think that would be a more scarier thing than John Harbaugh going to the Giants because, like you said, with the neighbors, right? I'm pretty sure they might go and draft another running back or some offensive line help because Scatterboo, he's not a franchise guy. Come on, man.
Scatterboo is a franchise guy.
No. You know, he's like a
Tracy type of back up. Scatterboo ran us over like he was.
Hold on. No. I think he's in the NFL. In the NFL, he's a change of pace type of back, in my opinion, because his playing style is not going to last. And we always saying it, and he got hurt because his playing style is, I'm going to try to run everybody over. Trust me, no running back has ever played more than 4 seasons running people over. Like
Offstat, Brandon Jacobs.
Mike Offstat started off as what? Brandon Jacobs started off as what?
What?
Come on now. Hey, talk to me.
What did it start out as?
Change of pace backs. Your Jacob was the backup to Terry freaking
Jacob Tiki Barber.
Was it the Tiki Barber or some kind of other short
Barber.
running back that the Giants had? He wasn't the full-time guy, to begin with. So Mike Allstat wasn't a full-time guy to begin with.
Well, he was. They had Warren Dunn.
But then he became. But then by that time, like they didn't last. That the only running back that I see that could run people over is Derrick Henry. Even he didn't start off as a full-time guy.
200 yards, dude.
What's his first name though? Yeah, Bradshaw was the last name, but what was his first name? Because he was back up to Bradshaw. So I'm telling you this for a reason. The running back plays down.
They still have Tracy, the young bull.
Yeah, but okay. Once again, okay, so
he played some good, so it would be like.
But once again, are you want to be?
I'm
It wasn't Ahmad Bradshaw. But look, look. If you want to be scary in the NFC East, you cannot have 2 running backs that nobody's scared of. You can't. Because you know why? You're gonna go to every game plan. You are game planning to stop the pass, not the run. And then a lot of teams could stop the run, but if you have a game changer, I'm telling you, Scatterboo is a change of pace type of guy. Tracy is a good feel-good story, but he don't scare nobody. Like the only running back in the NFC East that scare people is Saquon Barkley. Why? Because he is a game changer. With Saquon, with AJ, with Smitty. Now, if you had Saquon Barkley with Neighbors, with a change of pace, with Scatterboo, with Dart, then you might be talking about something. But right now, you're just talking about some guys. So no, I would not be afraid of if John Harbaugh go to the Giants.
Okay, Kevin Stefanski got fired from Cleveland. Do you think Kevin Stefanski?
Who?
The Cleveland Browns head coach.
Man, let him go to the Giants or Cowboys.
Philly to be the offensive coordinator.
No, I want Cliff Kingsbury. Yo, that's the only guy I want. But I got a feeling that he's gonna get a head coach. So I look, anybody would be.
If KP wins the Super Bowl, are you happy with KP staying?
No.
Everybody, listen. This is one thing I want everybody to realize too. Just like on the defensive side of the ball, we were like, hey, if we could get a defensive coordinator that want to stay, not just do good and leave, like Jonathan Gannon did, and we got Vic Fangio. What happened if KP turns it up this playoff? We win another Super Bowl. We keep him. He go to year 2 with Jalen to modify it.
Look, the problem is this. can anybody get hot for 3-4 games? Absolutely. But we saw 17 games.
Yeah, they were down.
17 games. 17. Like to see the percentage, let me see, 4 games in 17. That's like 10. Let me see. 17.7. So that's like 20% of things. We saw 17 games worth of KP, and a lot of us blame KP, right? Not one of us was like, "Oh no, it's not KP's fault." Even though some of us were trying to defend him.
With a competent offense coordinator, we probably went 14-3 this year.
Earth, Wind, Fire, Bradshaw, Brandon Jacobs, and Derek Ward. Yeah. See, so once again, I mean, naming one big running back that start their career being the run over guy and lasted more than 4 years. I can't remember.
Like, we don't have to worry about lasting 4 years. We got a lot. You said 4 years. He's only a rookie this year, so that's 3 more years of him being able to run people over.
And he got hurt his first year. He got hurt his first year. He broke his damn ankle his first year. So, and guess what? When these injuries just started piling up, they pile up. But
so Detroit fired their OC after one season, but I don't want no Detroit OC to.
Yeah, but their OC got replaced because their head coach, he took over the play calling as an OC. So absolutely, so I can see that.
OC was not Ben Johnson. You see, Ben Johnson got replaced, but Ben Johnson got a better record and is in the playoff, and Detroit isn't. So that was a good OC, and we had a chance to get Johnson. That'd be different.
But I would want like an older offensive coordinator, like almost like a Vic Fangio type, but still successful, and calling plays. But I don't want no young offensive coordinator anymore, unless our head coach just start calling plays. Every year we're going to have to go through this. Every year, I'm sorry. Every year we're going to have to go through this because you strike while you hot. As long as you're on the Philadelphia Eagles calling plays, they make it to the playoff, first, second round. A Super Bowl, you are a hot commodity. So I want like a Greg Roman, right? And he old.
Yeah, but is he really that good?
I mean, he's better than KP.
That's true.
So, hey, shoot,
it's not hard to be better than KP though.
Right? Ain't nobody gonna look for a Greg Roman to be a head coach, right? I mean, they might pick him for OC, but not no head coach. So that's what I want. As long as the Eagles keep picking these young hot offensive coordinators, we're going to go through the same thing every year.
What about even like Nick Sirianni pulling Andy Reid? You know, Andy Reid was offensive coordinator for a long time, and then he gave up the reins, actually won some Super Bowl, but after I think their second Super Bowl, he started calling the offense again. You think that you could see Nick Sirianni recalling the offense again?
But the problem is this. I mean, he might, but we got to give him some time because Andy Reid was a quarterback whisperer, right? I mean, McNabb and Andy Reid made magic together with less talent, right? Not one top 20 receiver we had on Philadelphia Eagles before T.O. got there. Not one top 50 wide receiver. Not one top 100 wide receiver before T.O. got there.
James Grash was legit.
Yeah, his name says
it. His
name says it all.
Jason Lewis was the best slot receiver in the game, my guy.
All right, okay. Hey, you could convince yourself that, but no. Look, I can see Nick Sirianni. I mean, I could see this. Harry Rose's been saying, look, man, we cannot keep every year hiring these office coordinators and replacing them and expect to start all over again. So I need you to, to call plays. And Nick Sirianni could call plays. Remember, he was a pass
Kevin Curtis, DeAndres. Kevin Curtis, smaller.
He wasn't top 20, 50, or 100.
I think that 1 year with us, what? He went over 1,000.
Yeah, with the Rams.
No, with us.
Yeah, I don't remember, but
it's only 1 year.
Yeah, so look, I don't know, man. As long the Eagles are successful and we hire some young offensive coordinators, unless they are willing to just wait and be patient and just stay
Strong
for
too.
2-3 years. But man, I don't know. But all right, let's talk
You
about the
don't think
49ers.
he's gonna do it? You don't think he's gonna do it in the next year or two?
Um, I don't see it happening.
It's kind of setting up for it if you look at it. Because you look at it right now. He got KP in, right? He let KP do his thing. It sucks. At the end of the season, this is the first time at the end of the season, he's like, oh, well, I'm gonna be more in that room now. I'm gonna start controlling that. So if the offense does look better and we does win another Super Bowl, maybe he gets enough confidence. Because sometimes you gotta rebuild your confidence again. And then next year, when we let him go, we just, maybe what's that quarterback coach that came from college that we really like, Leckler or something like that. We promote him to OC, but Nick's runs the offense next year again.
I mean, hey, maybe. I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Let's go with the playoff schedule. This is what's going down, man. Tell me, looking at this, who is the biggest surprise for you? First off, what team AFC, what team NFC is the biggest surprise that have the record they have or even made it to the playoffs?
All right, my biggest surprise in the NFC with the record they have is the Patriots, right? I mean, with that team, I didn't see them getting good that quick, especially from watching them last year where Drake made the same quarterback, but of course a different coach. The Chargers made the playoffs before the Bills, of course, the Jags. I watched Trevor Lawrence come back down and win a playoff game versus, I believe, the Chargers, whatever. The Texans was in the playoffs, the Steelers, of course. So my biggest surprise from the AFC has to be the Patriots, 14-3. I mean, listen, the quarterback might win the MVP, right? I mean, it's between him and Matthew Stafford. And I would just pick Drake May right now because the only thing that Matthew Stafford have over Drake May is a little bit more touchdown and a little bit tiny more yards. But the percentage, QBR is all on Drake May's side. So I will pick Drake May as my MVP right now. And the way that team, they show up and show up. Even the Broncos was in the playoffs last year, but the Patriots came out of nowhere to me. So that's my AFC. The NFC, I would honestly have to say the Panthers, man. Yes, they have a losing record, but damn, man, they beat out the Bucks in that division. Like the Bucks was loaded with Godwin, Evans, Bucky, White, with Baker Mayfield. You expect them to run that division, and the Panthers just came out of nowhere. Chicago, just based on the offensive hiring that they did, the head coach they hired. Okay, they was going to be better, 11-6. The Packers was there last year. The Seahawks was, I think they missed the playoffs last season. But of course, the biggest surprise in NFC, you gotta be the Panthers, man.
For me, I'll have to say AFC. I still want to say the Jags, man. I know they might have made it, but 13-4, my guy. Like I did not see Sunshine winning that many games.
But the Jets was in the playoffs a couple of years ago, though.
With the low to AFC, but you think about, like you said, I would say if it's not, it's like a 1A, 1B, because also the Broncos being the number one seed is a huge thing. I didn't think they had the number one defense, but Bo Nix, who's their offensive receivers, who's their offensive weapons that everybody's scared of? I can't name one that I'm scared of really on the team. They got a good rookie in Harvey running back. You still got Sutton, who wasn't their number one before. Now they're number one, and then you got a couple of rookies receivers over there too. And then you got Bo Nix in his second year. It's the Sean Payton effect, really. They got them to be the number one seed. I think that was a lot shocking. I'm not saying that I wouldn't have thought their defense was good enough alone to make the playoffs, but to actually be in the playoffs as the number one seed, yeah, that shocked me a lot right there. And I'm really shocked about that. And like you said, the Panthers, yeah, but even like Seattle. You look at a guy like last year, Sam Bradford, my boy from USC, baby, on Minnesota Vikings, right? And it's crazy how you look at that. Sam Bradford was on the Minnesota Vikings going against Ben Johnson's Detroit Lions last year for the 14-3 number one overall record in the last game of the season. And now both of those people are on different teams. And outplayed their former team. Like Minnesota's not in the playoffs right now. Detroit's not in the playoffs right now. Everybody questions Sam Bradford every single year, and now he's been a 14-3 back-to-back years as a starting quarterback in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something to be said. Like, that is a real shocker to me that the Seahawks are 14-3, the number one seed, when you got teams like the Niners, the Rams, and
Wait,
the Rams.
Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
Did you say Sam Bradford?
Oh, Sam Darnold. That's what I meant. You know,
No,
Sam
no,
Darnold.
no, no, no. Wait. I'm not gonna let you just skip over this 20 turnover machine right here. Sam
Ooh.
Darnold had 14 receptions and 6 fumbles. 20.
This year?
Yes, this year. Yes, their
But
defense
he's
is
14-3, my guy.
the defense is the
That.
oh my God.
It's
Bro.
about what happened.
Yo, the defense is the reason why they are winning these games. Do not be fooled by now. Don't be fooled. Because, yo, I'm telling you, bro, the Seahawks defense is very, very good in creating turnovers and all that good stuff.
The thing is, did you expect him to be 14-3 is really what we're talking about.
I mean, they were pretty, decent last year with Geno Smith. I was shocked when they moved on from them last year. But at 14-3, okay, got it. But
back to back, 2 different teams, 14-3.
Yo, this dude have 14 interceptions. Man, how many fumbles this dude got? 6 fumbles, 25 passing touchdown. That's not look, and their rushing record, their leading rusher got 1,027 yards. Their leading wide receiver got 1,793, of course. You know what I mean? But they're that good because of that defense. Don't be fooled. Short fields and easy low scoring things. So
okay, before we break down this game, tell me what's going to happen in the AFC bracket first. Tell me what's going to happen. Let's start out first. Chargers, Patriots. What do you think is going to happen in that game?
Chargers, Patriots. I really think that the Chargers defense is pretty good. It's at New England. So I'm going to go and pick. Oh my God. I won't be surprised if the Chargers win, but I'm going to pick the Patriots to move on.
Yeah, I think the Patriots win that game as well. Bills, Jags.
Bills, Jags. Look, Josh Allen been on borrowed time. The Bills have not won a road playoff game at Josh Allen whole career. So this is not going to be the first time he win one. So I got the Jags beating the Bills.
Oh, that's why I defer from you and I go with experience. They do have a first-year coach. And the Bills have been there before, and it was only for having Patty Mahomes in the playoffs the reason why they didn't excel in the playoffs. And now without Patty Mahomes in the playoffs, I think the Bills make it all the way at least to the. But
you know that the Jags are not new to the playoffs, right? You know that Trevor Lawrence, came back down by, I believe, 21 or 17 down at halftime, and to beat the Chargers. Right, so he's not new to this either. So
I just said, remember, Bills have been like in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, I hear you. With the better team, though. With the better team.
I'm going Bills. You're going Jags. That one. Yes. We're going to have to agree to disagree. Steelers, Texans.
Oh man, give me yeehaw! Texans all day. Whoop that ass. And
think so?
That nursing home team they got over there in the Steelers, man. Hey. I'll be surprised if this game is tight at freaking halftime, man. I think that Aaron Rodgers about to see ghosts. He about to
be a blowout.
Man, I really think if it's about to be a blowout, I think that Aaron Rodgers is gonna fumble. That he's gonna throw a couple of interceptions. Look, that Texan defense is nothing to mess around with, right? You're gonna F around and find out real quick how good this Texan defense is. They are the number one defense for a reason. Give me the Texans all day.
In the NFL, they're the number one overall.
Yes, they're the number one defense in the NFL, and then the Broncos. Right? Look, the Texans are allowing 93 rushing yards, 17 points a game, right? They're allowing 17 points a game, 93 rushing yards, and 183 passing yards. I mean, them boys are for real, okay? Hey, they're ferocious. Yo, they sack freaking Josh Allen 7-8 times, and he's mobile. Yeah, damn, it's good. Yeah, damn.
Okay, so JC Goss, he said Patriots, Jags, Texans. I got Patriots, Bills, Steelers. I think this is the Aaron Rodgers retirement, tribute season where he might not win the Super Bowl, but he's gonna make it deep into the playoffs. He's been hot at the end of the season, and I think he's.
So you mean to tell me that
he got really lucky? He got luck with him.
Luke is the reason why this is an Aaron Rodgers retirement season, huh? Okay, got it.
Let's go Packers Bears, baby. Who's gonna win it? I think they're 1-1 in a season. This is gonna be the third time they're playing this year. Division game. Everybody knows division games can go either way. Who do you got going there?
I got the Packers. I believe that the Packers overall, with the experience, right? You talking about experience. The Packers are an experienced team. They've been there, done that with Jordan Love, right? And they should have beat them twice this past year, this past season. The Bears got lucky to beat them the last time. I got the Packers.
They have Michael Parsons open those games, though.
No, they did not. Michael Parsons did not play the last game that the Bears played. No, they did not have Michael Parsons.
That was the game the Bears won, though, right? They won it without Michael.
Yeah, with the low luck stuff at the end, like I said. You know what I mean? The Packers should have been 2-0 versus the Bears this season. But the problem is people don't realize is this. The Bears defense, look, the Bears defense is relevant only because they cause turnover, right? The Bears defense are the number one, plus 22, 23 interception, 10 fumbles, right? They forced 23 interceptions. They forced 10 fumbles. There are plus 22 differential in that one, right? But the problem is their defense, though. Their defense is not even top 10 in the NFL. The Bears defense is the 32nd, 31. The 29th ranked defense is the Chicago Bears defense. 29th ranked defense is the Bears. The Bears, but they're number one in turnover differential, right? 23 interceptions, 10 fumbles, but overall, they are the 29th ranked. The Dallas Cowboys are the 30th. Think about that.
Damn.
Yeah, damn is right.
Do you think Diggs to make an impact at all on the Packers?
Their secondary is trash. The Bears' defense secondary is trash.
I'm saying for the Packers getting Stephon Diggs. His brother, Trayvon Diggs.
No, I don't think so. I mean, look, I don't know why they picked him up. Maybe because of injuries.
I don't want to pick him up. Shit, I think he would have been better than Adoree Jackson.
Adoree Jackson actually had not been the problem the past 5-6 weeks. So no, I would rather not mess with something that's working right now. But overall, I don't really think that he's going to have issues. As a matter of fact, he might be exposed a little bit because he's one of the worst zone, corners in the NFL. He get burnt, especially this season. But overall, the Bears secondary get torched left and right. The only reason why they're even relevant is the turnovers. If they don't turn the ball over,
they're number one in turnovers, right?
Number
one in turnovers, right?
They are number one in turnovers. The Texans is number 2.
And how much isn't Love a turnover machine over there for quarterback?
No, he's actually pretty good. So Jordan Love this year has he has 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
Any fumbles?
Let me see. He has a couple, but I don't see as much. Wait, hold on. Yeah, he got 3 fumbles.
So he said 6 interceptions, so only 9 turnovers. That's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah,
Do they
22.
have is Jones, not Aaron Jones, who's their running back again?
Jacob. Hey, Josh
Jacob?
Jacobs got 3 fumbles, 13 touchdowns. Yeah.
Okay. So I do agree with you right here. I do think the Packers win this game because, just like how Minnesota, Detroit choked it away last year. Ben Johnson's a great offensive coordinator, but I do think I don't know why I'm talking about Ben Johnson. Yeah, because he's on the Bears. I do think the experience of the Packers coach there, LaFleur. Is that his name? LaFleur? Mike LaFleur?
Yeah, Matt LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur. I think his experience in the playoffs probably helped get him over. I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout by the Packers, but I do think the Packers win that game.
All right, this is a eye-popping stat for you, right? Caleb Williams, 27 touchdowns. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
7 interceptions. Okay, that's not bad. 7 fumbles.
Damn.
7 interceptions, 7 fumbles. so I think the Bears is going to get too cute, just like Ben Johnson, right? He likes to get too cute at the worst possible time. And I see the Packers winning this game on the road, division rival. Hey, let's get, especially when the Bears was the last one that won the game. So now, hey, at 1-1, the last one that won, hey, now they're pissed off. So I look.
They're not the Eagles. There are very few teams like the Eagles that can go beat good teams 4 times in a row like we do. Let's go Rams, Panthers. Are the Panthers
change their vote? See, I know I could convince people because I speak facts and stats, right? I know I could change people's minds, right?
Is the Panthers just lucky to be in the playoffs, or
yes,
are they?
Yes, the Panthers. Yeah, the Panthers need to just count their blessings. Hey, we celebrate a divisional, championship for the first time and forever. Since Cam Newton, I think, been there. Yes, they are just lucky to be there. And thank you for the ticket. Yes.
So no chance of beating the Rams.
No chance. No chance. You know what? Hey, I'm not gonna say no chance. There's 1% chance, right? Hey, there's no such thing as not 100% proof, but 99% chance that you're not beating the Rams.
So he said the Rams got a bye week.
Yeah, the Rams got a bye week. Absolutely, I agree. Yes, there's a 1% chance because this is an NFL team, so there's a 1% chance.
I can't even argue that because they got a losing record. They made the playoffs.
Yeah, 89.
That's when sometimes those teams get underestimated and they go out there and they,
True. The Giants.
Plus, aren't they at home? They're division winner, right? They're division winner. So they're at home too. So the Rams got to go on the road, But
they got on the road, in the cold.
Puka Nakua and the Rams. No, I don't think that.
Yeah, but it's about to be over at halftime.
It's gonna be one of 31-7 games.
Yeah, maybe 31-10.
Okay. And now our team, the Eagles and the Niners. Let's talk that. We don't need that up to talk about our teams. Let's go.
Yeah.
What do you see happening in this game?
Well,
but right now the offense is kind of hot. The defense is kind of not. Our offense is kind of not. Our defense is kind of hot. Battle of the trenches. Trent Williams, I don't know if he's playing for the Niners or not.
Yeah, he probably will play.
But he's going to be not at 100%. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be playing, but not at 100%. And then you got Lane Johnson playing, but probably, I don't know, Lane might be at 100% by now.
Yeah, he's going to play.
So how do you see this working out?
All right, so the 49ers are top 7 in offense, but, a lot of that is the past few weeks. They've been, just playing some bad teams, some bad defenses, but they're number 20 in defense. They are decimated. Man, the linebackers is so bad that, that they went out and signed Kaiser White, today. Just for this coming game. So this game to me, if KP decides to stick with what is working, this should not even be close because we should be able to run Barkley. This should be a Barkley 200-yard game. Honest truth. And you know what happens when they start running the ball, the floodgates open with AJ Brown, Dallas Goedert. You know what I mean? Like this game right on offense versus their defense wise, we should at least put up 30 something points. This should be like almost like the Giants game, like the Raiders game, right? That's how much offense our offense should be put up on their defense. Reverse it now. Now, Christian McCaffrey, he's an X factor, right? Almost 2,000 total yards receiving, 1,000 rushing. I mean, plus, this dude is a beast. But you saw what the Seahawks did. They stopped that ball. It's like 53 rushing yards, right? You know what I mean? And I think that our defense is as good as the Seattle Seahawks defense. My only thing to Vic Fangio is this: trust your corners and trust your front seven. Trust your front seven to get to Brock Purdy, because their offensive line is okay, but without Trent Williams, yes, he's still going to play, but you still could get to Brock Purdy. But he got a little bit of mobility there, right? He could escape the pocket, but trust your front seven and stop playing too high safeties. You need help. You need to bring one of those safeties down to help with the run, because Christian McCaffrey could make our life hell. Like Jennings is a story. You know what I mean? Who's the other wide receiver? I mean, I don't know. Parcell.
If he plays.
Who?
Ricky Parasol.
I mean, yeah, even if he doesn't, like, what I'm saying is, they have two weapons.
It's like, in terms of the pass game, you got to worry about McCaffrey, Kittle, and Jennings.
Yeah, Jennings, yeah. But look, we went against some good wide receivers, right? I mean,
if he's on
Jennings having top 15. Like, we went against some beasts of wide receivers, this year. And we, Puka Nakua's, the Mike Evans, you know what I mean? Some pretty, the CeeDee Lambs, you know what I mean? So we're battle tested when it comes to wide receiver wise. So, but I just want Vic Fangio, right? Because that too high safety could really, really hurt us, because we need a lot of people within the 5 to 10 yard line to help stop with the run. So that's why you gotta trust your corners. You have to trust Q.
You need the gene to play on Kittle.
I mean, that's if they don't play three wide receivers. If they play three wide receivers,
then like you can throw someone else on. That third receiver is not going to be as good as Kittle.
Well, let's talk about realistic, all right? Shit that's going to happen right now. And you hypothetically, no, that's not happening because you cannot just insert a new guy that haven't played all year and say, hey, you know what? Let's put you in the slot, and then no, you cannot change the whole game plan. Just keep what's working, and just bring a little help. Just bring your extra, a safety down. That's all I'm saying. The too high safeties, when teams see too high safeties, it's a run all day. I'm not an NFL guru or head coach, but I listen. Too high safeties, oh shit, let's run the ball. And this is the wrong running back to try to play too high safeties against. So why not just load the box? You trust your corners and see what happens. If you get beat one time, then you adjust.
Do you trust your safety and linebackers? Because yes, we might get Dean back, but Dean's not that great in coverage. You know what I'm saying? But who's our other safety besides Blankenship? Who's gonna be the starter this week?
Epps. Well, he been playing. Since they put in Epps, he's been no. Don't disrespect him like that. Since we installed Epps, he done secured that back half. He done secured that back half better than Blankenship. He's been the difference maker since we picked him up and put him in the starting lineup. He has been. He's part of the reason why we're not allowing, 20, 30 yards a game. He's part of the reason why. Remember, Makuba was a rookie. So his mistakes was causing us points. But now Marcus Epps, he's been back there. So he's been pretty solid, like literally pretty solid. Even when Brandon Brooks, he caught that ball. He was right there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was a great catch versus the Bills. Like, he was right there. He wasn't like, he was all burnt and stuff like that. No, he was right there in coverage. He's a veteran, a 10-year veteran. He's been in the league. He's been in different systems.
With us.
Yeah, so he definitely been one of the solid pieces in our secondary. So that's what I'm saying, though. Like, you have to trust. You have to bring some help, at least a little bit, right? Bring Blankenship down to help stop with Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey is the only player on that team that could destroy this game. The only player
can destroy a game. He's
no,
done
no,
that
no,
before.
no,
Kittles
no,
have
no.
destroyed games before.
No, no.
Yards,
Not like
games.
And when I mean destroy, could run and could receive. This dude, man, you don't believe me here. Let me pull up his stats real quick for you, because you think I'm bullshitting right now, right? Yo, this dude.
I know you gotta watch out for him. I'm just saying, like,
this dude got 1,200 yards rushing. He leads the team in rushing and receiving. He's a running back.
Because Kittle was out a lot of games this year.
Huh?
Because Kittle was out a lot of games this year.
I don't care. He lead the team rushing and receiving and have a total of 17 touchdowns. He's the guy. He's the guy that you have to go through. The reason why the 49ers didn't do shit this past weekend versus Seahawks, because Christian McCaffrey didn't do shit. Didn't do nothing.
And then he dropped that pass and ended up turning over the ball at the end in the red zone.
So, like I'm saying, like, he's the only X factor, because Kittle could get his. But we've been playing tight ends all year long. I don't think that this is the one tight end we're going to just lose. Oh, my God. Let's lose track of them, because
I didn't really play this year.
Huh?
I think, Laporta even playing when we played Detroit? Like, what tight ends did we play this year?
But the problem is this. Look, with the tight end, when it comes to tight end, our linebackers could cover the tight end. Our linebacker been doing a good job. You know what I mean? You can't go through 17 games and be like, oh, my God, no tight ends have popped off like that on the Philadelphia Eagles. We played tight ends are tight end, right? Hey, that's your safety valve, right? Oh, my gosh, I'm getting blitzed. Let me throw it to my tight end.
Niners, though. Greg Kittle's led their team in, like, receiving yards before. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's that guy. But
you think he's more scarier than
the downfall of Ertz, with the downfall of Travis Kelce this year, and with Goddard having touchdowns but not really the yards, he's pretty much the best tight end in the league.
Yeah. Look, listen.
You're not worried about what you said, though.
Are you scared more for Kittle than McCaffrey? Pick your poison.
No, I just feel like McCaffrey is
poison.
The obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's
what's the
obvious player to stop. Like, that is your number one mission, is to stop McCaffrey, right? But we're talking about, like, who else could get you if we do. Because you know how some games you might stop that best player, but then, like, the secondary player, the third player.
Well, what I'm telling you is that you can let Kittle eat. I don't care if Kittle eats. Hey, let him eat. But the problem is the Eagles been playing bend don't break defense all year long, so Kittle can eat. What got us is when the running game is gone, we can't stop the run, and now we can't stop the pass. The one person that could do that on both sides is their leading rusher and their leading passer, Christian McCaffrey. Like, this dude is everything to the 49ers. You stop the brain, and you shut off the brain, the body dies. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he is the brain of that offense. This dude got over almost 400 freaking touches. Well, let me see. This dude got 311 carries, 102 receptions, 400 touches in a season. That's
normal for him when he's healthy.
Yeah, but that's a workhorse, though. So that's your whole offense. Runs through him. Your whole offense.
We got to stop him. I'm not saying that that's not our number one priority. I'm just saying, you're like, who else could actually do it? I'm like, well.
No, I didn't say who else. I just said you stop one person, we win the game. Dude, that's my final answer.
You can let Kittle get his 2 touchdowns.
Yes.
We should still be able to win the game.
Absolutely. Let A.J. Brown eat. We could still lose the game. Right?
Right.
So it been happening all year. So A.J. Brown was getting 100 yards. We lose. Why? Nobody else was eating.
No one else.
So, like, so I'm telling you right now, if you shut down McCaffrey, that's their whole game plan. They're gonna lose the game. So you can let Kittle eat, but the little tiny yards, the gritty yards, though, the spin first down, right? The head down first down is McCaffrey. Like, you hand the ball off to him. Next to the quarterback, he touches the ball more than anybody on that team.
That's true, man. That's true. So is that the biggest matchup? The linebackers and D-line versus McCaffrey you got going for this game?
Absolutely.
You're not worried about Jennings having a good game?
No.
I think you lock him down.
Yeah, for sure.
He's already saying you're not really worried where you say you can let Kittle eat as long as we lock down McCaffrey. Are you worried at all about the defense, even though they're beat up against KP?
What defense?
Because Robert Salas, remember, is their defense coordinator again.
And
he even played, remember when he was with the Jets? I think did we lose that game? Salas was coach of the Jets.
Oh, that was Jalen Hurts' 3-year interception game.
Yeah. So are you worried at all that his defense could out-coach our offense in KP?
Well, like I told you, this should be a Shayshawn, right? A Shayshawn Barkley 200-yard game. It should be a Shayshawn Barkley 200-yard game. No lie. Like, I don't care who don't touch the ball. This should be this run defense. The 49ers are not. Man, let me just pull up the stats again because I gotta see how many yards rush like they are allowing here. Like, I mean, the 49ers are allowing. We're not too bad though. 107 on the ground.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. But every game they get hurt. They get hurt more and more. But those numbers, just like our numbers, our offense just ran up. They play bad defense. We play bad defense. So we put up 30 versus the Raiders, 30 versus the Commanders. You know what I mean? So yes, it inflates your numbers. But so Brock Purdy isn't a game manager, and Shannon is overrated. They got 2 guys, maybe 3 on the offense, and that's it. Shit, that's a lot. If they got 3 guys going, hey, that's a lot. McCaffrey isn't as big as a threat either. He probably get hurt somewhere. All right, so hey, I'm talking like your brain of your operation is McCaffrey. Every time they shut down McCaffrey, the 49ers lose. Like, they don't have Debo, right? They don't have Ayuk. They don't have the weapons that they had the previous years where you could throw them the ball, right? They got a lot of dual threat wide receivers, right? Some big time wide receivers out there. There's no Ayuk, there's no Debo, right? There's no gadget of plays going on with no wide receivers no more. It's just McCaffrey, Kittle, maybe Jennings. But once again, when you go up against a good defense, if you saw the last week's game, a good defense could stop any good offense. I'll take a good defense over a good offense 100 out of 100.
Yeah, I think, I still think it's their year. Like, you kind of feel it. I feel like even that if you go back to that opening video, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you win a Super Bowl, A, you get one of the hardest schedules. B, everyone's giving you your best shot. C, it doesn't look as easy the next year, and it shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, all your coordinators get plugged away. You got new coordinators in. That's the reason why it shouldn't look as easy. Players get hurt. We were pretty relatively healthy last year. Some key players on our offensive line been hurt all year long. That's a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Establishing, the fact that we went back-to-back champions is a huge thing for the division. So I feel like no matter what, it's like the Eagles are ready to go, man. I'm not really worried about.
Well, we're talking about this game, though. I mean, we're not trying to look ahead, right? We're going one game at a time.
Even with the Niners, they're so beat up. Like I told you, remember last week when you were saying the Niners, I was saying I want to go against Green Bay because Green Bay was a beat up team. You know what I'm saying? Green Bay was a team. Their quarterback wasn't even starting. Michael Parsons was out. There's a lot of beat up players on that team. But then, the Niners went out and played Seattle, and you can see at the end of that game, they gave their all. It was kind of like,
because you have not watched the 49ers all season long. You just see the score, the box score. I told you, I watched the 49ers.
It's about possible, just like the energy that they gave. They were really trying to win that game, and they still come up short. It seemed like that last drive, players did look dejected. You know what I'm saying? That last drive, players did look dejected, and they lost some more players besides the ones they already had out. So then now you're talking about it. Now hindsight, look at it, it's like, this is perfect. We can still end up getting all home games.
Yeah. And do you know with us allowing less than 15 points this past 8 weeks, whatever, the Packers defense is still ranked on top of us by one overall. The overall defense, they are ranked right above us. And so once again, that's why I would rather go against the 49ers than the Packers. You know what I mean? Because especially with the way our offense is, man, our offense stalls versus good defenses. But with bad defense, we feast. It's like Thanksgiving. Like, shit, what do you want? Some green, bean, tomatoes, like all that. Right? Yeah. You know what I mean? You name it. Green, bean, what's up, Nina? But yeah, so
how can we still get all home games? Because it's simple. We win, right? Let's go.
We could get 2 home games, but not all 2.
We can still get, because there's no guarantee the Bears in Seattle will make it to the NFC Championship.
Yeah, but of course, but the easiest way, but for this weekend though, how can we get 2 home games immediately? We beat the 49ers. The Packers beat the Bears. The next game is at Philly. So back-to-back home
games. The Packers will play Seattle.
No, we weren't about us. How can we get back-to-back home games? We beat the 49ers. The Packers beat the Bears.
Her question, how can we get all home games to the Super Bowl? It's the Packers beat the Bears, right? So now you got Packers versus Seattle.
Yeah, that's not happening. I don't see that.
They might not win that game for sure. But what happens if Seattle goes against the Rams, another division opponent, and the Rams beat Seattle because they know them, they're familiar with them. And then it gets the NFC Championship, Eagles versus Rams.
But then your math is not math in Alabama. Your math is not math. We still won't be able to get all home games. Okay. Hey, listen, Alabama. If the Rams beat Seattle, that means that the Bears done beat the Packers. So now we go to Chicago. We don't have.
What do you mean?
Oh my God!
How does one game?
Alabama.
Hey, Alabama. Let me do this again.
Listen, Alabama.
If the Packers beat the Bears.
Listen, Alabama. No. Shh.
Okay, that means we play the Rams. Okay, we play the Rams.
Alabama. And what you said was so wrong.
No. But that's right.
Let me say no.
Let me say play the Rams at home again. So that's 2 games at home. And then if the Packers beat Seattle, that'd be 3 games at home.
BG, listen, BG. Your math and if people don't heard your retarded ass long enough. Listen, the only way Eagles get all 3 home games is the following. We, of course, win. We beat the 49ers. The Packers beat the Bears. The Rams done beat who?
Panthers.
The Seahawks. All three home games. All 3 home because we're the
because the Rams won't play the second round. The Rams won't play the Seahawks. It'll be us playing the Rams if they win, and the Packers will be playing the Seahawks because they're the number 7 seed. So that's how, if the Packers beat the Seahawks, we can play the division, the NFC Championship in Philadelphia, because the Seahawks and the Bears will both be out over the 3 seed.
Yeah, but you're talking about.
I was trying to give her a scenario how we can make it 3 home games. I'm not saying what will happen, what not happen, or any of that stuff. She just asked, how can you have the Eagles?
But the way you said it was wrong too. You said the Bears done beat. You know what I mean? Hey, the Bears done. the Rams go beat Seattle. Shoot, if the Rams beat Seattle, then we go to Chicago. That's a away game.
No, because
That's a away game.
let me see.
That's a away game.
If the Rams win,
If the Rams,
they have to play us. If the Rams win and the Packers win, they'd be playing us. Rams be playing us again for the 5th time in 2 years.
yeah. Look, I think that the Rams.
Then we're gonna play the Rams next season. I seen the early release. I forgot to load that up.
I think the Rams is going to play us regardless. I don't see them losing to the Panthers, and I don't see us losing to on the 49ers. And with that being said, I really see the Packers beating the Bears. I really see the Packers beating the Bears. That means the Packers go to Seattle, and I see us in the NFC Championship, Eagles versus Seattle. And from there, don't ask me. I got to see what Sam Darnold do.
Then I'm not even worried if we do have to go to Seattle. Like you said, like by then, especially, we don't want 2 games. We're that close to the Super Bowl. I know the players. Like overall, on paper, we have the best team in the playoffs.
Yeah, but when was the last time the Eagles won a road playoff game? Let's give it a buck.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Damn it.
A road playoff game. The last time the Eagles won.
Won because I think the last road playoff game was against Tampa Bay and we lost.
I can recall every time we made it to the Super Bowl, the road went through Philly.
But those are years that we were better at home than away. This year it's different. This year we are better away than we are at home.
By 1 game, my guy.
Hey,
but that's the real question, though, right? Every time Seattle had the #1 seed, they went to the Super Bowl. Every time the road went through us, not the #1 seed, but ran through Philly, we went to the Super Bowl. So, like, it's just one of those things. Something got to give, right? So, but the last time we won a road playoff game, I don't remember. I probably didn't even have facial hair then.
Are y'all going to the game Sunday? Hell no, I'm not going to be at the game. Sorry, I wish I could. But
I mean, only if I go if someone pay for my ticket.
Don't worry about that playoff ticket for me, my guy. I don't care if it's
I got the bills. I got
free tickets.
Yeah, I got
free tickets.
Nah, man, I got bills.
Look,
my goal is bigger. Look, my goal is bigger than trying to go to an Eagles game. My goal is trying to be debt free soon, so I could fly into the sunset. So unless them Eagles tickets are like $150 for a playoff game now.
You're having it. You get it. That's how much standing room might be. Is the freaking 100. But you know what? It would be worth it to go to a playoff game, even if it was just standing room.
I went to a playoff game though. I went to a playoff game.
Standing room?
No, sitting room. What? The year we went to a Super Bowl. I went to the playoff game for the Giants. Oh shoot! Oh, not a lot at all. Probably like I waited to the very, very last minute, but I probably pay like $650, $700
for 1 ticket.
For 2.
Also, like three.
Yeah, but the problem is just like the surcharge is like $152, right? You know what I mean? So it's one of those things that surcharge be so much.
You're looking at like $1,000. And for me too, I gotta add in travel expenses. I live by there. Like you could drive over there. I don't have to fly over there.
Yeah,
and that's probably, like I said, like if it was a way to get like a ticket for free, or I don't know, if we made it to like say we played a home game in NFC Championship and the standing room only, because I know that game would be super expensive for tickets. But say they had the standing room only at the bar area for like,
you won't be able to force a standing room, not NFC Championship.
$150, $200 or something like that. Then. Yeah,
you won't be, and you won't be able to afford no standing room and no NFC Championship. Trust me, because last year the Eagles played in the NFC Championship and the standing room was like $600-$700 going.
Wow. Okay, let me rephrase it. The parking lot rule. I can pay for a parking ticket, right? I can pay for a parking ticket, tailgate outside,
Tailgate outside. That's it.
go to Infinity Live. You know what I'm saying?
Xfinity Live. No, what? No, you can't get in there either.
What?
Because those tickets, you gotta buy tickets to go to the Xfinity Live, and those tickets be sold out 2-3 weeks, well, a week in advance. As soon as they find out, boom, you can't get in there for free.
How much it costs to go for a game in the playoffs? You think to go just go inside there?
Probably like $200-$300.
Yeah, she just says StubHub has it for $250. What is that, Tia? Is that the actual game? The tailgate? What is that you're saying that StubHub has for $250 right now?
No, it was talking about NFC Championship game now.
But what game? She got this weekend's game is only $250?
For
Shit.
For standing room is $250.
Standing room? What she talking about for
standing room for wild card weekend.
She never standing room. $250 for standing room. Yo, for wild card
weekend.
The division's gonna be $350, and the championship's gonna be $550, $600.
I'm telling you, man. Last year was crazy, man. It was $600-$700 for standing room. It was crazy, man. People was man.
Tailgate. JC is a treat.
Now, people go to the tailgate, man. Eat some, and sniff some food. That's about it. They might be
tailgate with all the 4th and John, baby. We are here live on a podcast. Are you going into the game? No, I will not.
Oh, this right here? Nah, this is the world. This is the Super Bowl hat. This is the Super Bowl hat, and
how much of the one you have?
Where's the other one? Yeah, this is the Super Bowl hat, and this is the other one. This is the other Super Bowl hat. But yeah, so these are 2 Super Bowl hats. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm going to do all my live with this because hey, this is it. Yo, I wonder what our hype video is going to look like, man. Yo, they better not use LaShawn McCoy again. Yo, I'll boycott.
What?
He was the worst hype man ever. Yo, this dude was so boring. Like, last year, he was like, "Yeah, we here again. I'm already there." Like, I'm like,
because he is the hype. He was the best running back before we had Mr.
No, we cannot. No, they better not use. Hey, look, I need them to do this. Yo, look, I need them to just do this. Brian Dawkins, LeGarrette Blount, Long, Chris Long, freaking Jason Kelsey, like those retired player one video. Now that's how you get hyped. Hey, don't give me one guy unless you're giving me a Brian Dawkins one guy,
baby.
Yeah, even Nick Foles.
I like that.
I need some like.
Every week, give you someone new and fresh, depending on who you play. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you need one that's like more aggressive.
You cannot tell me that LaShawn McCoy was not one of the worst hype videos.
What about Gilly?
For a Super Bowl run? Nah, man, he could be in the locker room. Nah, I need this to be players, man. Ex-players that wore the uniform. Freaking even Namni Asamoah. No.
No, don't say that. What the hell are you talking about? If he come on the screen,
wait.
He said no.
Wait, Sue.
He said Namdi Oswald.
No. Hey, Sue, S-U-H.
What about Donnie McNabb? McNabb does a lot of interviews.
Nah, he's not hype enough for me. I need them players we have better players that sign for the Eagles for like 1 or 2 years are so more supportive than our own OGs.
That is true.
Like our own OGs be like, I'm like, yo, I'll be just listening to them. I'm like, yo, who y'all for? Who y'all against? Like, yo, I couldn't understand. Like, but man, every time win, lose, it's like the same born down, draining vibe. But yo, we had Nick Foles talking about, hey, if I was this, I would be in there. I would tell them, hey, on me, eyes on me. I'm like, damn, Nick Foles. Like,
Nick Foles for offensive coordinator next year. I'm down with it. Yeah, Phillips might be hype. Phillips, he's just happy to be in the playoffs, man.
Yeah, but we're gonna get retired players, man. And plus, I don't want to see no 1980 retired players.
Yeah. I know guys.
Give me some.
You got to lead me from the 2017 team on.
Yeah.
You gotta lead that
2017 team on. Pick some guys from there. Yeah, the Blunts, right?
Go get Jay Ajayi, bring him back. Let him hype up the run game.
I don't really hear. But like, I'm talking about like guys that's still in the media right now, right? Blunt was just recently on a podcast talking about the Eagles. Chris Long got a whole Midnight Bleed Green podcast, right? Nick Foles, Brian Dawkins, right? I don't even want Fletcher Cox on there because he kind of like, man, I don't know, but I want some hype man, Kelsey. Kelsey be like,
yeah. Kelsey gonna be too busy making money on Stone, and probably he might be a call in the game.
And also, what's going to be our slogan too? Remember, every year we have a slogan. Last year was what?
Tired dogs still hunt.
Huh?
Tired dogs still hunt.
Tired dogs. Damn. That's a badass slogan. Tired
dogs still hunt, baby.
So yeah. So last year was the hunt, right? The year before was something, but what is it going to be this year, man? Is it like
underdogs?
No, we're not underdog. No, that was the 2017 season though. Underdogs.
What can it be? The slogan's gonna be back
maybe
to back.
It's like
back to back. That's all we care about. It's back to back.
Against all odds or something. Look, no. You can't say a back to back though, because then you kind of like, oops, you didn't go back to back.
You gotta think about how rare winning back to back Super Bowls is. I know there's been the Chiefs to do it. I think the Niners done it. The Cowboys done it. A couple of teams have done it, but out of all 32 teams, I think there's like only 4 teams that's done it.
But you can't buy that shirt back to back, and you never did back to back, right? You gotta wait till you get back. So it's like against all odds. I don't know. It's just like, hey, welcome back. I don't know, man. I need the slogan to be something that I could wear.
Y'all let us know what y'all think the next slogan should be for the Eagles this playoff run. I'm gonna go with still here. No? You like still here?
No.
Got all the criticism all year long. We are still here.
Nah. Oh, the hunted.
On the hunt last year. The hunted this year.
And now we're the hunted, right? Right. Hey, we like people are coming after us. And that's how you get to the back-to-back, because even though if we're still being we've been the hunted all year though, right? Man, people been coming after us all season long.
And that's it, man. I like the hunting. Or even still hunting. Because we were hunting last year too. And we still hunting. Why you laughing at me, Tia? Still here, baby. Because we are still here. All the stuff. That is it. The truth, baby. It is the truth. That's what they.
I don't know, man. I mean, but I can't wait though. It's gonna come out soon though. It's Tuesday right now. I'm gonna say by Thursday. By Thursday, the hype video should be out by Thursday or Friday, and then the T-shirts should be out. You know what I mean? Like with the slogan for this upcoming.
So Philadelphia Eagles, you get to choose between still here, still hunting.
Who said it's still hunting? You can't add something to my phrase.
I did.
No, you can't. No, you
still
can't.
hunting, baby. It never stopped from last year to this year.
No, we're gonna vote on no. That's my word. Hey, we're gonna vote on still here.
Still hunting.
No, still here. And the hunting
goes good if you add Jalen Hunt to the thing, because he led the team in both.
No, you
So
can't
still
single.
marketing the
No,
Hunt.
no, no.
Oh,
You
marketing
cannot make it an
guru.
individual stuff either. You cannot make it one. No, you cannot make it individual. Like the Hunted, or Still Here. Which one's better? Like if we've been the Hunted all season long, Still Here. But we'll see. All right, let's
Forgot
go, man.
about
Get
us.
out of here, man.
Forgot about us. Let's go. 3
Huh?
hot
We
takes.
win. We win. That's my hot take, man. We
Let's
win.
go. Let's go. Give me something, JC. Give me
We
something. 3
win.
hot takes.
Your Eagles win, man. Eagles win, man.
You
And
already
these
said
hot takes
one
be
earlier.
so.
You said Saquon's going back to old Saquon, so I'll give you that free.
I like that too. You know, hey, I like that too.
He said still hunting. He likes it.
No, he's still hungry, man. Oh my God, stop drinking. Shit.
Still, I didn't see that. I was just going on mine. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. All right. So let me give you like a little quick 3 hot takes, real quick. Saquon Barkley 200 rushing yards. I mean, I've said it, and I'm going to continue saying it. Big runs. Hey, look, it may not be no one like 50 carries for 200, but he's gonna bust out a couple 30, 40 long runs. So Saquon Barkley over 200 yards. The defense. Pick off Brock Purdy 3 times. 3 interceptions from Brock Purdy. And the defense hold the 49ers to 10 points.
Ooh, score prediction.
My score prediction is the Philadelphia Eagles, I want to say 31-10.
31-10. I like that. Okay, 3 hot takes. Jalen Hurts will pass all over these boys. It's not going to be a run game. Everybody thinks it's just going to be that time where you're like, their biggest weakness, they're missing linebackers, defensive lineman. Our offensive lineman is better. We should go in there and run all over these guys. And I think it's going to be the opposite. That's going to be something that, I'm not saying Saquon might not have a good 80, take bids. He might get a couple of carries, get over 100 yards total. But it's going to be the A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith show. Kind of like, what was it, week 2? When one had like 2 touchdowns, the other one had 1. They both were over 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? One had more yards than the other. That type of game. I think it was Smitty had more yards. AJ had 2 touchdowns, both over 100. That type of game. And they just light it up. Jalen Hurts is prolific with the football. Don't turn the football over. So that's my first hot take. It's going to be a passing affair in Philadelphia. The second hot take is the Eagles will eliminate Brock Purdy for the second time in Philadelphia. In the playoffs.
Bro, come on,
won't make it past the first quarter of the game because he's going to get hit by Jalen Hunt and Jalen Carter. And he won't make it to the end of the game. And we're going to hear 49er fans cry about it all off season again. That's my hot take. And my third hot take is this game won't even be close. It's going to be a blowout, and that leads together with my score prediction, 42-7 Birds. We totally destroy these guys. You're going to get defensive touchdowns. You're going to get everything. The Eagles rested. They didn't rest. We're going to come in there hungrier, hotter, and more healthy, and we're going to destroy these guys. They're not on our level, and they need to recognize that.
All right. I mean, but how would you feel if we go against their weakness? Like we don't run the ball and we start throwing all over the place and the incompletions start going instead of running the ball and winning.
Hey, negative Nancy. Let's not worry about that.
No, I'm asking you a question though, because you want to go against the 49ers
I'm like, why didn't you exploit the weakness? But that's what I'm saying.
The weakness is the running game.
It'll be something different. They're going to be prepared for them to exploit their weakness. That might give a little less time against our 2,000-yard receivers, and Jalen lights them up.
All right. Okay. So Eagles 20. Okay. Hey, a tighter game. Look, man, I like it. As long as we win, man. Look, at the end of the day, man, as long as we win, but it is what it is. JC, how you was ready to go 5 minutes ago.
JC always ready to go. I'm ready. I stay on here all night with y'all. I love hanging out with y'all, talking with y'all. But we about to get out here for show. It's gonna be a great playoffs. And that's my final words, man. It's gonna be a great playoffs. I do feel like this is still our year. You know, we had a lot of ups and downs this year, and I think we fought through what we need to fight through. And KP, all I'm asking you to do is don't be what is it called when you're the problem? Don't be
Well, you want him to throw the ball, so you want him to be the problem. But
I don't want you to be the problem. You know, the reason why
then he needs to stick to the run game, the weakness of the team.
We haven't ran the ball that great this year. So that's what I'm saying. Like
we run against bad defenses. We have the Raiders, the Giants, the Commanders. We run against bad defenses. But you want him to throw the ball, so you can't complain. All right, I'm out. Go Birds.
KP, do your damn job, okay? Because our defense is championship quality defense, and I think that we got it if you could just do your damn job. Jalen Hurts, don't turn over the ball. Saquon Barkley, welcome back to the playoffs, my guy. I know you're not used to this being from New York or whatnot, but come on, show these guys what time it is again this year in the playoffs. And defense, all I'm asking you to do is keep doing what you're doing. So fly, Eagles, fly. Thank you, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe if you're not subscribed to us. Drop your score predictions inside the chat, and we out. Peace.
Going on, everybody, man, and welcome to the very, 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 very first episode.